Hello, welcome back, or if this is your first time, I wouldn't mind if you stayed. I know probably you guys have already clicked off the video, so, okay. But anyway, this is my WandaVision episode 6 review, All-New Halloween Spooktacular, I think the episode title is, and we're already on episode 6, wow. It doesn't feel like we're on episode 6. It's just really weird. You know, the story's almost over. We're 2/3 of the way through. But anyway, let's roll that intro. The intro of this episode was very Malcolm in the Middle, and I love that because I love that show. It's I've watched it 2 times during quarantine, but Wanda is very much Malcolm's mom, Lois, in this episode. She reminds me a lot of that with the if you're bleeding, don't blah blah blah. Vision is very much Malcolm's dad, Hal, in this episode, especially with the way he acts in the beginning. Quicksilver Pietro, at the beginning, I thought he maybe was Malcolm's brother, Reese, but then, as I was looking for these photos, I realized that he's Malcolm's older brother, Francis, who is kind of like the cool uncle, but Billy is, since he was talking to the camera, Billy is Malcolm in this, situation, yeah, Billy is Malcolm, and, Tommy is, Tommy's Malcolm's little brother, Dewey. But anyway, earlier in this episode, they like wake up Pietro, and it's like a really cool, it's a funny scene with his super speed. I like how they're doing the super speed, even though it's kind of different from the Fox X-Men movies. But we learn that Billy is a Dorkosaurus Rex. Yes. But then Wanda comes down in her comic book costume, and oh, I love this costume. It's super comic booky. I just ripped straight out of the comic books. I heard they had to fight for these comic book costumes, and it just looks great how it's not a professional costume like they actually have, but I like how it's super homemade, and I like Vision's costume, and I like how he's bitter and happy at the same time. And when he talked about how one has this thing for Mexican wrestlers, it kind of reminded me of Hal from Malcolm in the Middle. He would say something like that, and it would be funny, like paid off as a joke. But then, we learned that Pietro is great with kids with the chugging. I forget what it's called. Yeah, Mother's Day. But anyway, Wanda is questioning about her brother and stuff. She doesn't understand a lot, which questionably we don't either. But Vision lies to Wanda about where he's going and how he has the whole neighborhood watch thing today. And I don't know. He wants to know what's outside of Westview. That's it's okay. I like everything about Vision in this episode. Like, he doesn't remember anything before Westview, which is very interesting, but we'll get into that later. But, Pietro is really a troublemaker. He asks Wanda where their balloons are so we can fill it with shaving cream, and she's like, "What? No." But then, she's like, "You don't even have a costume," which then he grabs Billy or Tommy, no. Yeah, Tommy's speed. He grabs Tommy's hand and runs super fast. And they get, Quicksilver's comic book costume, but not Speed's comic book costume, but technically it is, because Speed, in the comics, Tommy, wears Quicksilver's original costume, which is green. So, it kinda is. But anyway, also, Billy is wearing Wiccan's costume from the comics. It looks great. I can't wait till hopefully the finale, they actually have their real costumes. I want those child actors who are playing Billy and Tommy. I just want them to grow up in the MCU. I don't want them to age up one more time or anything, but they probably will. But anyway, they go out trick-or-treating in the daytime, and to be honest, who trick-or-treats in the daytime? I don't trick-or-treat anymore, but I never did in the daytime. But anyway, Wanda confronts Pietro about why he looks different, and he's like, I don't know. The last thing I remember, I got shot down in the street, and then I heard your name calling, so Wanda called Pietro. But I have a theory about this. I'll just go down here. I think Doctor Strange grabbed Pietro from the X-Men movies and sent Pietro into the bubble, but the bubble absorbed Pietro, and Wanda just gave X-Men's Pietro, MCU's Pietro's memories. But Herb is dressed as a zombie, and everybody else, in every other character that we meet in this episode, are dressed as their comic book characters. Herb is dressed as a zombie, which means, to finish his line, maybe they're all dead. Westview is just a graveyard. But anyway, Pietro tells, oh yeah, they cause trouble, they like spray everybody with silly string, but Pietro calls the kids demon spawns, which in the comics, the kids are Wanda's pieces of Mephisto. But anyway, now we're in the real reality, and they confront Hayward about everything, and they get thrown off, and I just really don't like Hayward, man. I don't think you are, but this man is just so awful. And how he just insulted Monica about her mom, and then just like threw her off. I hate this man with a burning passion. I'll just say that. I think I would not be surprised to find out that Hayward is Mephisto or Nightmare. As it turns out, it's either or, because Pietro does mention nightmares in this episode, but it's either or. God, I hate Hayward. But then Vision is on the outskirts of town where he's investigating and finds everybody's frozen. So he becomes Vision, like the actual Vision, and flies around. And when he flies around, he sees Agnes's car just standing there. And I think Agnes is faking it. She knows what's going on truly, and tried to blame Wanda just to make Wanda and Vision's life more dysfunctional. And I believe that Agnes was faking it and truly awakened Vision again. Or Agnes is just a great actor, or really believable. But then we get to the town square, which Wanda was talking about, and the Incredibles, the Parent Trap are on the background, but Pietro's mad that Wanda made them return all the candy. Which, come on! Like, really? But anyway, then Wanda confronts Pietro about, where's your Sokovian accent? He comes back with, where's yours? You don't have a Sokovian accent, which she hasn't really she hasn't had one for the past couple movies, which, they suddenly just brought back when she exited the bubble. Like, come on. At least stick with it. But they're just, Pietro and Wanda. Pietro's the standout of this episode. I mean, and these people in the town, Pietro talks about where Wanda kept the kids, probably in the bed, and the guest cameo himself for the special holiday episode. But then Tommy runs in with his super speed, and Pietro gets excited about the Maximoff gene and how the Maximoffs have powers, but Wanda's parents didn't have powers, but Pietro's did. Magneto had powers, and Tommy keeps running around grabbing candy, and Wanda's like, at least if you're gonna break the sound barrier, take your brother with you, which I think that's That's fair. But then, Pietro and Wanda sit down and talk about everything, and Pietro mentioned how mom and dad would like that, and they both have different mom and dads. In the MCU, we don't know if Wanda, MCU's Pietro and Wanda actually have different parents. Like if Magneto is Wanda's biological parent, but we don't know. But anyway, we see this weird zombied Quicksilver, and in the same way that Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver was shot down, which is really weird to see on Evan Peters. But like I said, maybe Wanda just gave Evan Peters Quicksilver's, Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver's powers. I don't, probably. But they have Tyler Hayward's laptop, and they break through it, and Darcy finds out that Hayward has Monica's blood work, and it shows that Monica's blood work is different each time she went through the bubble, because she can't go through it again, even though she has the truck. But I think this is Monica becoming Photon, obviously. Maybe Photon, we don't know, will be a main character in the Miss Marvel series coming out later this year, which I hopefully will do videos on. But, then they find an encrypted thing, and I think and they show that Tyler Hayward is tracking Vision. But anyway, Vision escapes the bubble. And this was easily the best part of the episode. The special effects were so good, man. The special effects for these movies are really good. And, they're like, Vision's falling apart. After he exited the bubble, he's going back into the state he was when he was being dissected on the sword floor. And I just love these scenes of Vision faded away. He's being sucked back. It's really horror elements. You have these funny comedy episodes, and then once an episode, we get these really horrific sights in WandaVision. That is probably my favorite part of this show. And then Darcy comes out and he's like, help them. Vision, he's not worried about himself. He's not asking them to help him. He's asking them to help the residents of Westview. But then Billy's powers awaken, and he senses that Vision, his dad, is dying. He can hear him. So Wiccan and Speed are here, but when Tommy is running by, Billy Wiccan stops Tommy running, and Wiccan has blue magic instead of red. But then he tells his mom, and Pietro's like, your dead husband can't die twice, can he? And this just pisses Wanda off, man. So Wanda just throws Pietro, and then she just like, House of M is coming. No more mutants is coming. Just because of this, she stops time in Westview, which was honestly the best part. I swear, this whole scene right here was setting up for more mutants, no more mutants, House of M. But, she expands the bubble. It turns Sword into a circus, because they are clowns. I don't know. But Darcy does get sucked in, which, I'm excited to see her in next week's sitcom episode. I know her from a sitcom show. I forget it. I don't know. I forgot what it was called, but the first time I saw this actress was in Two Broke Girls, I think it's called. But she's a sitcom actress, so it'll be good. But then, Jimmy Woo and Monica are driving to the person who dropped it off, which hopefully is John Krasinski's, Mr. Fantastic, but it won't. But they drive away. So does Hayward. Hayward gets away, man. Hayward gets away. I wish he got sucked into the bubble just so that maybe we could get a hint. Maybe his Halloween costume is the devil. I don't know. But anyway, that is my WandaVision review. I am sorry that it's 15 minutes long, man. I'm sorry if there are many noises in the background. I'm gonna get a better mic. I'm gonna I'm gonna do all that, man. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's my review. I hope you liked it. I like to here for what, 10 minutes. I just sit here holding my phone. But I would like it if you could subscribe, like, comment, turn notifications, man. I see WandaVision reviews don't do that well, but anyway, goodbye.